Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox joins us once again. And Sarah, not a bad day to be on the roof. It wasn't as hot as previous days.
No, it was not. We still had plenty of the hot air, though. So temperatures once again back above the average, but cooler than yesterday. So I think that's something that we can celebrate. That being said, we can see the clouds over Fountain Lake and Albert Lea. We can see a boat going on through. It's moving slowly. I'm thinking maybe some fishers. Fun. It's actually quite comfortable out there to go fishing. We're not dealing with too high of humidity, and of course none of that sun beating down on our backs. So the clouds, they're nice. It would be nice to maybe get a little rain though. I mentioned it, I don't know if it was earlier in this newscast or the last one, but my lawn could use it. But right now, as fishermen, probably not. We are good with the fact that there is no rain coming down. Satellite and radar is showing just that. However, there is some green on the map. It's pretty far off to the west. And to be completely honest, none of that is really hitting the ground. So pretty minuscule, maybe a sprinkle at most. And no, that won't necessarily be coming our way, but the rest of the clouds will. We'll be staying cloudy through the rest of this evening, through the night, and through most of our Wednesday. But we will see a little sun peeking through here or there, similar to what we had today. I'm going to zoom things way out though. We are still under the influence of high pressure, which is why we're not seeing much when it comes to rainfall from these clouds. Dry air just continues to hang around, but it will be changing, especially as the two hurricanes that we see off the coast continue to make their way to the east. As they do, that will allow for the high pressure to also move eastward, and whatever is further to the west will come our way, and that does include the potential for some more active weather. It's just going to take its time. More on that in a moment. Temperatures right now, if you're stepping out the door, not bad. Most of us have dropped out of the 80s, but we're still seeing some on the board. Northwood at 80 degrees, Osage, Charles City, both at 81. We'll add Caledonia and La Crosse to the list. However, many of us hanging out now in the mid to upper 70s, which again, still above normal, but cooler than 24 hours ago. We can see all those blue arrows indicating that. So the clouds did have an impact. They kept things slightly cooler, where temperatures would have soared once again if we had more of the sunshine. If you are headed out the door, you get a couple, well, really just less than an hour, believe it or not, left of the sun. Once it sets, temperatures naturally coming back down by midnight. We're back in the upper 60s. We're not going to be falling too much lower than that. The clouds help to keep a bit of this warmth in. Futurecast shows these cloudy skies into tonight. This is around 10 p.m. We'll fast forward into early tomorrow morning where we get those breaks, a few spots of clearer skies, some sunshine, but generally it will be more on the cloudier side until we get to the afternoon, more on the partly cloudy side. But the temperature is still going to be warm. They are going to be slightly cooler than today, though, so we can celebrate. But then they go right back up, and by Friday, we could be flirting with record-breaking temperatures once again, Cammie, so we will be watching things closely.